Hey guys, Deva here. I haven't done any dual blades build video yet, even though it was my main weapon back in WoW, so it's about time. I mostly didn't do one because the builds were really limited and you couldn't build properly for crit and element, and you know dual blades are all about getting crit hits and building elemental attack up. But now with the title update, so many new possibilities open and we can make some decent builds. By the way, we are super close to 50k and over 80% of you guys who watch my videos are actually not subscribed yet. So if you enjoy my content, I would appreciate the support helping me grow. I did a poll on my channel and I can't imagine how cruel you guys are. You want me to fight a poor Filipino man and take his last bit of money. Well, vote is vote, so I'll make that happen for you guys. But let's put that aside for now and go straight to the dual blades build that we all are here for. Yep, first dual blades are cat dual blades. But why is that? Simply because they're one of the highest damage dual blades, but as well come with a free paralyze on top. The build runs 7 attack boost and 3 crit boosts to first maximize out the damage. If you don't know yet and wondering why there is no affinity in the build, it's because they have a rampage skill which called Hellion mode. This will make every single of your hits crit while in demon mode, and anyway you mostly will be in demon mode, so yeah. The side effect of this is it doubles your sharpness loss, but that's really not an issue. We're using one handicraft to just barely reach white sharpness, so we get the juicy 10% damage boost from the sharpness modifier, which is like having another 7 attack boost on top with just a single jewel. Crazy, right? Protective Polish will allow us to have infinite sharpness for 90 seconds after sharpening, and in combination with speed sharpening, this build has a perfect synergy. It literally takes like 3 seconds to sharpen and then you can go full out on hits without to worry about it. A skill that was impossible to fit in before the title bit was Paralysis Attack 3, since we had no deck over it and the armors were pretty garbage. But guess what, you can now craft those as well and put them in the build, and we will have a complete full optimized para build with maximized damage. On the last level 1 slot I use Flinch Tree, even though you don't need it during demon mode, but once you're out of it you will keep getting flinched and it will give you a hard time getting back into demon mode on multiplayer, so yeah, I still recommend to go for 1 Flinch Tree. The good thing about this build is that it doesn't require a rare charm. It's a super common charm since you only need 2 levels of any skill and a level 2 slot. Mine for example has a 2 protective polish, while yours could have 2 attack boosts in a slot. You will just craft the opposite decos. For the guys that have a better charm than this, you should put in some stamina surge and constitution, since those are huge DPS increase for dual blades if you don't have dash uses. But even if, don't be afraid to drop like a few attack points even now to fit in some stamina skills. They're real important, or like evade window. The armor pieces are fairly easy to craft and they are pre-title update. The wake mail is unlocked if you fish spear tuna, and for me the best spot was this one here, and that's because they respawn infinitely for some reason as soon as you catch one. So you catch one, another one in front of your eyes respawns. The only expensive hero for this build are the decos, of course. Now that we can craft almost all skills as decos, it's all about farming apex monsters and get those lazurite jewels. You will need about 100 of those to get all the important decos for generally melee builds. Here we are using 3 paralyzer, 3 crit boost, 3 grinder, 1 protective polish and 1 attack. Don't worry, you're not wasting anything for a single build, since you will need anyway most of them for other builds. Maybe just the paralyzer not, but crit boost and weakness exploit and all this stuff you should craft it because they will be in the new beta for builds. Let's go to the switch skills that I personally use. First is a Demon Flight, because this new move is just insane and gives you real whip wipes. I don't know if you remember my Levy videos with that mode on Iceborne, but yeah, that reminds me a lot of it. You can just keep launching yourself on the air without any slope and go around the monster. The second one, you can choose yourself. I am using both. I'm sometimes using the Feral Demon mode for a little bit more damage but way less mobility, and sometimes I wanna be more evasive, so I use the normal demon mode. On 3 I prefer the kunai because it does a decent amount of damage and has concentrated damage on a single part, So for example, if you use that on the leg of a monster or something like that, it will most likely guarantee a flinch and give you an opening or a leg trip, whatever. I didn't really get into dual blades yet. I really have just 5 hands with them in Rise because I focus mostly on perfecting my charge blade play. But now I'm gonna start getting more into dual blades again, and I also gonna look into elemental builds, so stay tuned for that because elemental builds are definitely gonna outdamage this dual blades and any other dual blades for the most of the matchups. The problem with that is just that you will need 5 different builds, one for every element. And this is gonna be pretty expensive. So for now guys, I'm giving you this build. It's like an all-around, you can use it like for any monster it's raw. It's not gonna have the fastest times and the most damage, but it's gonna do its job within like 6 minutes, 7 minutes to kill a monster. And you have free paras, so yeah, you can support your team with that. These are just ones of the better options for all-around dual blades. There is also other road strong dual blades, so you can literally just copy paste this build and instead of paralyze to put 3 weakness exploit, for example, to have some crit in. That's it, that's all it takes. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if so, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you want to see next from me. With that said, I wish you all a nice day and happy hunting guys.